What's going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Finally, we have information regarding the Shirahoshi Mansheri and VIVI Sugo-Fest. This is what we had been waiting for about a week or two now. We were kind of expecting this was going to happen. We got information about Coliseum Jinbei that was actually finally arriving a couple of days ago. In that also, it showed that, you know, this Sugo-Fest batch was going to be coming, but now news o'clock came around. There was a massive data download which input all of the banners for part 1, 2, and 3 of this Sugo-Fest. So in this video today, we're going to be talking about the Sugo-Fest, discussing the structure of it, and I'll upload another video, of course, like what I do with most of these Sugo-Fest batches, and we'll go ahead and talk about each of these characters in greater detail. So I guess without further ado, let's get into it. You can see on the banner straight away in the bottom corner, it will be starting on the 21st at 1900 PST time. Now, unfortunately, I will not be currently home during the debut of this Sugo-Fest. I will be actually out at the time, so I won't be able to stream the pools for you. I might record a video when I come back from wherever I am. I might, you know, do like 3 or 4 multi-pools. I don't know, I'm not really too sure how many I'm going to do, but this Sugo-Fest is pretty interesting, and the characters in particular, I mean, I'm a massive fan of Vivi and Rebecca. I think they are really powerful, and I would really love to get them, but we'll talk about more about the characters when we make the secondary video. So let's go ahead and get into it, right? So this is classified for some reason as a Kizuna Clash Sugo-Fest. Kind of odd, but it says this time pull Sugo-Fest exclusive characters from Cerebral Striker and Free Spirit class. Very interesting. So the only legends you can pull are from those classes, apparently. So I don't really know why they decided to, you know, restrict the pool, but by restricting the pool, it does increase the chances of pulling these new characters, which I do like. It'll be very interesting to see what the rates are for this Sugo-Fest. It will be very intriguing. New Shirahoshi Mansheri and VIVI Rebecca appear as voiced Sugo-Fest exclusive characters, along with some brand new rare recruits with Kobe, Viola, and Bonnie, and all wanted posters are guaranteed to be 4-star or better. Pretty stock standard at the moment. For details about the new characters, check out the recommended characters in the tavern of each part, of course. Now, this Sugo-Fest obviously is going to be split between 3 parts, 1, 2, and 3. You got part 1 from the 21st until the 24th, so it's going to be here for 3 days. And then you got the 24th to the 26th for part 2, and part 3 will be from the 26th until the 28th. So part 1 is going to be for the longest duration, and then each of the other parts are going to be here for 2 days total. So this is going to be a week-long Sugo-Fest, of course. Though, you got to remember, we are getting another treasure map Sugo-Fest very soon, right? Because there will be another treasure map at the end of this month, moving into the new year. So I would expect, honestly, for the treasure map Sugo-Fest to literally start when this Sugo-Fest ends. I think that's a pretty safe bet to make, so definitely look forward to that. That's going to be interesting for sure. 10+1 rare recruit will reset between each part, obviously makes sense. Now, here is your structure. All structures are actually the same, which is cool, but obviously different parts have different rate boosts. And I think recommended characters also change between each part, so that's going to be very important, as you guys will see. So the first multi-pull on each part is 30 rainbow gems. That's always nice to see the discount. You know, I feel like if they just removed the discount, people would be so upset. So pretty much every banner at this point needs to have the 30 gem first multi-pull. I feel like that's a staple now. Really happy with that. Now the secondary multi-pull is very interesting, and it also counts for the 4th multi, which I actually didn't see earlier. So the 2nd and 4th multi, last wanted poster, is guaranteed to be a recommended character. Now this is huge. Recommended character means it is one of these characters on this list right here. So that means if you get a red on the 2nd or 4th multi on the 11th poster, it's guaranteed to be this character or this character. And if you get a gold, you're guaranteed to get one of these rare recruits, which is so good. I love it when they have guaranteed recommended characters at the end of a multi. So worth it. That is really good. Then, the 3rd, the 6th, and the 8th multi is just a regular guaranteed legend, but remember, we do have the restricted pool of legends, which means that the legends that you can get, it's going to be obviously exclusive to, what was it, Striker, Cerebral, and Free Spirit? Yeah, Cerebral, Striker, Free Spirit. So, as I said, it will be interesting to see what the rates are because of the restricted pool. I really hope that means that the rates for some of the other legends are, like, inflated by a huge amount. We'll have to wait and see, of course. The 5th and 9th multi-pull, though, this is absurd. 2 times rate boost for Sugo-Fest exclusive, only on the 5th and 9th multi. Look, I don't know how I feel about that one. I feel like if they were if they were going that far to make certain multiples 2 times legend rate, they should have just made the whole Sugo-Fest 2 times legend rate. Plus, remember, of those restrictions of the certain legends that you can pull being also 2 times legend rate as well, dude, that would be crazy. So this has actually got me really tempted to go for that 5th multi-pull just because of that specifically. But then again, remember, we have lots to look forward to in terms of Sugo-Fests coming out. Then you've got the 10th and 12th multi, which is just a limited pool legend, right? So looking at this structure, I don't think it's a terrible structure. The characters that are available in this Sugo-Fest are actually pretty good, right? Well, most of them are pretty good. But remember, as I said, we have Treasure Map Sugo-Fest coming up as well. So specifically, if you are a pay-to-play player, you might not want to be pulling here, you might want to wait for the treasure map, or you might want to do some here, some on the treasure map. You just have to be careful, right? Plus, we've got January, and we have the anniversary on February to go through as well. So who knows what can be releasing in those time periods as well, as, you know, Kaido and Stampede Douglas Bullet and Luffy Stampede should be, you know, somewhere soon, right? Because literally on Japan's release structure, the next legend after this was technically Douglas Bullet and then Stampede Luffy. So we don't know what the hell's going on. So all I gotta say is be very, very careful on how you use your rainbow gems. This is structured in such a way to get people like myself to be spending gems, because honestly, looking at this banner, bro, I would really like to spend a lot of gems on this banner, but I know it's probably for the best to not go crazy, right? Anyways, let's continue on. So for part 1, these are your limited pool legends, which also correlate to the rate boosted characters. So you can actually pull the evolved versions of VIVI, Rebecca, and Shirahoshi Mansheri. I'm not really a big fan when they do that, though, you know, in turn, it actually does mean that the rate for the character is a lot higher. But I would just prefer it if the rate for the 6-star character is just input into the 5-star character. Just scrap the ability to pull evolved legends. No one likes that. No one likes that. Please remove that. So you've also got Vivi, Rebecca, Shirahoshi Mansheri, Sabo and Koala on part 1 as well, Luffy Law on part 1, Dracula Mihawk V2, Zeus Prometheus. Oh, okay. Alright, I see you, Bandai. I see you. Part 1, you trying to tempt me? I see you. Dogstorm, Cat Viper, Bato, Cavendish, Luffy, Ace, and Shanks. Dude, this list is crazy. Luffy Law, Sabo Koala, all the new legends, of course, Cat Dog, Bato Cavendish, oh my god. Yo, part 1 is kind of fire. Alright, hold up. What's part 2 looking like? So Vivi Rebecca is going to be on part 2, and Shirahoshi Mansheri are not going to be rate boosted. So does that mean that their rate on part 2 is going to be higher? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, of course. But you also got Luffy and Law on part 2 as well. Dogstorm, Cat Viper, Bato, Cavendish, V2 Aokiji, and Shanks. Okay, so the part 2 pool is very, very small in comparison. And then part 3, you got Shirahoshi Mansheri, Sabo and Koala, Dracula Mihawk, Zeus Prometheus, Big Mom, Soul King Brook, and Luffy and Ace. Okay, hands down, part 1 is the best part because you've got, like, literally everything OP that's rate boosted. Yeah, part 1's very good. Part 1 is very, very good. Holy Jesus, man, that's actually kind of wild. And then, yeah, it says tap the wanted poster in the bottom left-hand side for more information. Double characters with a single character form containing any of the stated classes will also be available in the Sugo-Fest. Okay, so if there is a dual unit, right, that has at least one of the Cerebral Striker or Free Spirit class, they'll also be in this Sugo-Fest. So that would mean that Sanji and Judge won't be here. Are they the only dual unit that won't be here? Because Bato and Cavendish, of course, are part Striker. Luffy and Ace are Free Spirit, of course. Zeus Prometheus and Big Mom are part Striker. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, because they're not going to be on it with Sanji and Judge. So I guess that's kind of, I mean, that's fair. I mean, the other legends in this banner are kind of crazy. You got Sabo, Koala, Luffy, Law, Bato, Cavendish, and then all the new legends as well. Dude, this is really, really good. This is so tempting. But anyways, talking about the other news that came out today, it was mainly just relating to the whole Sugo-Fest, right? The fact that, you know, we are getting the Kizuna Clash Sugo-Fest along with brand new Kizuna Clash, and for some reason the banner is there twice, so that is a mistake. But there is a brand new Margaret that's going to be available. So last Kizuna, we had a Perospero that you could get throughout the Kizuna. The one before that, you could get the Bartolomeo through the Kizuna. Now, there is a new Margaret. So this Margaret says, her post-evolution has the following support effect that can be applied to a quick character, and it changes that character's slot to quick at the start of the final battle. This is really nice because this is basically like a VIVI support, but just for quick characters. So you can attach this to a quick character, have VIVI attached to another character, and you get 2 guaranteed matching orbs on the final boss stage. Very useful effect that will see play, for sure. So this is a really nice support effect to pick up. I actually have no idea what this Kizuna is like. It's definitely going to be better than last Kizuna, though. I know a lot of people were upset about that. This Kizuna will be much better. Trust me about that. But it's actually kind of crazy. We're basically getting 2 Kizunas this month, right? We got one pretty much at the start of December. Yeah, pretty much, right? And we're also getting one at the end of December. We're getting basically 2 treasure maps in this month as well. Like, December is jam-packed full of stuff. So I don't blame people for not going too crazy this Kizuna mode because of the fact that we've got so much stuff happening this month and the fact that people are going to be busy throughout this holiday period. So it makes a lot of sense that people won't be going too crazy. But I gotta say that definitely at least picking up this support character and maxing them out is going to be so useful, as well as picking up all the limit break crystals for Zoro and Sanji. That's going to be also very, very important. The fact that getting them to max limit break as soon as possible is going to be huge because their special ability is very, very strong. And there's lots of red text here. Oh my god. Basically just giving you more details about the Kizuna. Oh, so we've got powered up characters listed here as well. Okay, so the new legends, the new batch, Rob Lucci, Nami, Cat Burglar, Swindler. Oh, so that's 6+ Nami, 6+ Boa. Sabo Koala are also boosted again as well. That's good to see. And then also the 6+ units and treasure map Rob Lucci is also really, really good to see. Well, there we go, guys. We've got lots of stuff to look forward to. I'll definitely be doing some pulls on this banner. I really was hesitant. Knowing that this was coming out. Obviously it was going on by release structure, we knew this was coming out, but I was really worried that this was going to be like a really bad banner. I think for a lot of people it would have been better if it was a bad banner, but the fact that they've structured it in such a way, I still would have preferred it if they just made it a 2x legend rate, considering they made certain multis 2x legend rate. Very, very odd. But this is going to be really interesting, yo. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.